Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Cut. Under 10. 10. Everybody kill. 26.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
47. Let's go. Check 3. 26.
Prescott from the gun. He finds Tompkins complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
We go. Against the mic. We got to get the ball. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Alert 3. We're going to 54. Right here. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 47. 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. He's trying to parlay that great performance last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2, into a great performance in Week 3.
And the way he was able to do it last week, he started off doing it again this week. Energy, the way he comes off the line of scrimmage, attacks the defense, sets them back on their heels, and he finds openings as a result.
We're going to 53. 26.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Kill.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He's at the 50. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
Let's go.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Check 43. Check. Check out. Jump out. Slant.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They'll try the right side with Jones. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. And this is caught. Touchdown, Packers. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Let him know.
Here's Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
That's the end of the first quarter.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out.
Mike, number 53. We're going to 54. We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Kill. 47. Mike. 26.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Danny. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
No. Check 13. Check 26.
And again, it's Prescott. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on fourth. Prescott to throw on fourth. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is going to be incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point try by Bailey. And it is now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Check, 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 check. We're going to 54. Why?
Here's Prescott. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 15 yards on the play, first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Barber on 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. Wide open receiver, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 33. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. But it's caught. Tompkins. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
47. Watch the twist.
To the air again, Prescott. He may try and run for this. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Now Prescott on 4th down. And Davis with it left side. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. 65, 26.
Play action now. Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
To throw is Rodgers. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Here's Rodgers. Throwing again. Steps away to his left. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Byron Jones on the coverage.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Mike, 54. Get 300. Get 300.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Looking deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Jones. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Over. Hey, take 26.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Open man right side is Shark. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Hey, take 26. 61, matchbox, white.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now Rodgers. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season.
To me, the defense was looking a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they've come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play.
Good one, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
We're going to 54. Why?
1st down, and it's Pollard again. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
All day, defense.
At the 36-yard line.
All day. Kill.
On 2nd down now, Pollard. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Mike, 53.
To throw is Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. 20, 10. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Here we go, 47.
Prescott from the gun. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Prescott gets this one to use check. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check 3, check. Hey, kill. 26.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
4th down, Prescott. That is caught at the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back now in Arlington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
53, Mike. I don't think you got it, son. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Then we're going to 53. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Y'all not ready. Check.
Now here's Pollard. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Here we go. 188. Check 53. Here we're going to 54. 188. You got tight. You got tight right there. Watch twist. Kill. Twist. Show it up. Check 37. Watch the safety creep. Big ass, big ass, big ass. We're going to 53. 26.
Here's Pollard again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up.
It's third down and goal to go.
Kill. Turn up. We're going to 54. Why ain't? We're going to 53. Come. Slam.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
All day, every day, any day.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Marr now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind.
Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down, Pollard. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Preston Smith there on the stop. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Corey Littleton there on the tackle. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run with Pollard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Go, get out the 26.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Pollard. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out.
I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up, name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up, 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter, when they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one, made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down the field. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give